hypothetical viewers, and welcome back to Shining Force Sword of Hajya. We are about to record our adventure after finishing Chapter 2. I just want to say as a side note, the song that's in the background here, this is like pure freebase nostalgia to me. This is maybe the song I associate the most with Shining Force. Let's just listen to it for a sec. I just love this song. This is also the song that I think it might, I don't know if it's different in this, I haven't quit the game, I've just been using save states. I don't know if it's different in this game because it's like the Sega CD version, but in the original, if you, after you saved, you chose to quit, you would go to a screen with like the little girl who's reading the book, and this is the song that plays while she's like, come back soon, so nostalgia ahoy. Anyway, we're recording our adventure, and we are beginning chapter 3. I wish these all had names, like each chapter had a name, that would be kind of cool. They began to panic as their attempts to control the ship failed. So yeah, I'm assuming the ship is being powered by magic at this point, by like Iom to capture us. There's usually at least one battle on a boat in Shining Force. That's actually, yeah, I think in every single game there's a battle on a boat. What are we gonna do? We need to take control of the ship. If Natasha was here, she could help us, because she's a wizard. But we have a wizard May with us. Well, maybe Natasha is better with boats. Yeah, I wonder where they are. Instead of worrying about the others, we should be thinking of ourselves. Chester, well-known advocate for selfishness. Perhaps this is one of Iom's traps. I'm gonna assume that it is, because ships usually don't just run on their own without you being able to do anything. So, yeah. If so, we're in trouble. May is trying to figure out the steering wheel. We must stop this ship. I feel like the wheel is not what stops the ship. The wheel just controls the tiller, right? Like which way it points. To stop the ship, you'd need to, I guess, take in the sails and put down the anchor. Like, it's not a car. You can't, like, step on the brake. It's futile. Oh, who is this? Some enemies, I assume. Whoa, that was actually cool how he appears out of the wheel. That's awesome. You fools, you guessed correctly. I also like the idea that instead of teleporting, he was just like hiding in there, being like, I gotta wait for the perfect moment to make my entrance. That's charming. This is a trap to separate you from your friends in Portobello. The port, not the mushroom. And then he just disappeared. Oh, he's teleporting. I was like, now he's just showing off. It's too late for you. Monsters everywhere! Okay, so this is our first battle with the reduced party. This is why I said that it's going to be quite a while before we can actually remove people from the party, because the party suddenly gets cut in half. So we kind of have to have everybody. So on this team we have main character Ben, who is Egress. We have Jaha, our axe user. One of the two knights, Eric. One of our bow users, Archer, one of our mages, May, and a healer. The other group, Sarah, is also a healer. I can't remember if she joins the party right away or if she becomes like the Mayfair, because we also got Mayfair with us, as you remember, to be our narrator. But the other group has Luke, I guess, to handle the healing. And, you know, Graham and Natasha and Dawn. And whoever I'm forgetting. I'm sure I'm forgetting someone. But, well, there should be an equivalent for... Yeah, we had 10 people. Actually, yeah, we have 6 here, so there's only the 4 of them. Graham, Natasha, Luke, and Dawn. But they're adding Randolph and maybe Sarah, I don't remember. But anyway, this is our first battle with our reduced party. This is a pretty small map. It's our classic boat map. I like how the back of the water appears in this mini-map, even though it's not obvious why. I guess flying enemies can go there. There's quite a lot of enemies for such a small space. So, yeah, we'll have a lot of flying enemies kind of hounding us. We have the mage here, and we have the new enemy Bishop who has heal and boost. Let's just get started. I'm just gonna march forward, basically. The boat maps are usually pretty small, but there's like one every game. Actually, the boat in Shining Force 1 was a little larger. This one's pretty small. I feel like Fire Emblem frequently you fight on a boat too. Maybe this is just a general thing, like JRPGs, there's gotta be a boat, and if it's a tactics RPG, you gotta fight a battle. Yeah, because when I think about like Final Fantasy as well, there's a lot of boats that bad things happen in them there too. Just the land of JRPGs is like there's always a boat, but something horrible will always happen to it, so you probably should not get on it. That's just the theme. Shining Force 2 even had an airship. So like then it was going full Final Fantasy. Shots fired. The background looks nice. Although, why is the mast at the front broken? Did the enemies like break the boat when they appeared? Is our boat, because look, the side is broken too. The rail, it's like all messed up, and the sail is torn. This is like a damaged boat background. Did something happen to the boat? What? It looks fine. Is the implication supposed to be that when the monsters appeared, they like bashed it up? Why is it all? I actually am genuinely confused by that. Because in Shining Force 1, is this like a reused art asset? But they're not on the same system. Why would it be? But yeah, in Shining Force 1, when we fight on the boat, monsters appear and like set it on fire and crazy shit, so it's damaged. But that didn't happen here, did it? Very good, Slade. Level 13. I think he's our first level 13. Wow, didn't expect Slade to be the one, I gotta say. Oh man, it's so overcast today. The desk where I'm recording this is facing a window, and like, it's hella gloomy out there, I gotta say. Well, now it's getting dark, and it's like almost 4 o'clock, and it's winter in Boston, so... It's a season of gloom. And obviously when it's been overcast all day, that really doesn't help. We're still fighting fucking rat flies. I really thought they would have been replaced with a stronger version, but no, here we still are. Fighting these bafflingly named enemies that... Are they meant to be flying rats? Why not just call them bats? That's what they clearly are. This might be a very short chapter. I guess it depends on how long it takes us to walk up the boat. A small map. Let's hustily get in some healing while we can. Just building up the X. I'll have to think about which battle I want to level grind on. Because I do want to do it, but I don't want to do it like too soon. And, you know, just... But I also don't want to do it too late and be like, we'll never get to the really high levels, but I have to think about it. I feel like it has to be soon. And I also have to think about it because we swap between parties for a while, like, you know, we only have so many chapters with each group until we reunite. So each individual character, even though the number of chapters is the same, the number of battles rather, is the same as in every other chapter. Oh good, Chester's all caught up now. For across the entire game, for each individual character, they are not appearing in as many battles, so there are not as many opportunities to level. Sorry, I clipped the mic there with my hand. I feel like the enemies in this chapter aren't giving like tons of X or anything. I kind of want to wait until we have some more upgraded enemies like we did before. I don't know. Decisions. Because like, even at the levels we're at, these are not really giving us very much. Well, maybe I'll do a battle, like a couple battles where I just level up the healers a bunch, because that at least, it'll be a bit mind-numbing, because it'll take ages, because they get 10 exp pop, but is a consistent amount of exp, so it's super doable. It's just a matter of committing. I can do it while I watch some YouTube. I've been meaning to. See, this is the thing. Like, normally I'm listening to YouTube stuff in the background while I'm doing other things. But if it's something new, then I actually do want to watch it. Like, if it's I'm watching a Let's Play, like that I haven't watched before, then I'm like, well, I want to actually see what's going on. So then I can't just put it in the background. Sure, let's use Freeze level 3 and hit the Master Mage with all we got. The sad reduced Freeze level 3. This is just, honestly, it does hurt to see. Magic is, they nerfed Magic a lot. And then Shining Force 2 as well, which has the same mechanic. Like, I guess they realized Magic was ridiculous, so they were like, we can't, this is bad, but I think they nerfed it too hard, honestly, because it's, I love the mages, so I use them, but honestly, they're not good as you get on in the game. They like made them too bad. They need to strike a healthy balance more. But yeah, if it's like a new Let's Play that I want to watch of a game that I haven't seen before, I want to actually watch the video so I know what's going on in the game rather than just listening to it. So that would be something good to do while level grinding, you know? Because I can just have it open on the side and mostly be paying attention to the video. Okay, a lot of people at level 13 now. We're getting there. Maybe once everyone has kind of naturally gotten to level 15, I'll level grind the extra 5 levels, you know? It just feels too soon to start now. Although there's like 10 chapters, 10 battles left in the game, so maybe it's not, I don't know. Maybe I'll have her. Although really, she really does not. She's level 13, she doesn't get to get that kill. Let's have her start on the bishop, I guess. He'll heal it, but it's X, whatever. Like, look how much MP that costs, and it doesn't even do as much as like a melee attack. Well, I guess it does a little more. It can do like 20, but that won't be true for very long. No, it doesn't just as much with the upgraded weapon. So it just feels like the cost is absurdly high compared to what you get. Because you can't use it too many times per battle, so it should do a lot. And yes, it did way too much before, but even if it did like 25 to 30 or something, that would be, because you can only use it on a little plus-shaped area. If it still had the original 3/3 range, the damage would be completely fine. But with the reduced range, I feel like the damage shouldn't have been nerfed quite so hard. This pixie is just bringing up the rear here. I didn't even notice it was in the battle until I was like, oh, that thing's there. Yeah, this is gonna be hella short. It's not even 15 minutes. It was a very small map. The both maps usually are. They're not all small with the split party. Like, you might think, oh, you have half as many party members, so they make the map small, but that's actually not true for all of them. Some of them are pretty substantial. I feel another sneeze coming on, 1 sec. Oh, what is it about recording that is making me sneeze? I swear, I don't spend all day sneezing at any, like, other time. Well, now everyone's at level 13, so I guess we can give the kill to anyone. Why not Jaha? Oh, I don't think he'll actually get it, though. He's 17 left. Yeah, there'll be 1 left. Literally anyone can have it. Sure, Eric, why not? He fell behind for a little bit, but let's give him some nice bonus X. Oh, an extra medical herb as well. Medical herbs, they're not that useful anymore, because they only heal like 10. Oh, this is a battle where we have to defeat every single enemy. So this pixie is like, you forgot about me. But it's not very threatening. Let's go check out. I think we haven't even fought these before. They have Blaze too. So like they're not nothing, you know. Obviously they can, you know, hurt us, but they're not that dangerous either. Oh, oops, I thought Ben was next to the pixie and he wasn't. I was like, why didn't he attack? Well, at least Slade can use a couple extra heals, so that's nice. Look how much MP Ben has gained. He has 17 MP. I think he started with, what, 8? And yet, unlike some of the other Shining Force heroes, if I remember correctly, he doesn't get spells other than egress. So I'm like, why does he even have the ability to gain MP? He can't use any more than 8 ever. We'll all get hit by this, but whatever. not super threatening at this point in the game. Slade is really the only one who's remotely in danger because he's so very fragile. Yeah, the Pixie is really not a big threat. At least it stretched out the video a little longer, so it's not like... It's still short, but it's not as stupidly short. Okay, an extra turn for Slade, so we can heal again. We won't be able to use every single one of his heals unless we stall, which would be really boring, and I feel like not worth it. It never hurts to get Ben and, you know, the extra X. He is the main character after all, gotta use him in every battle. Very good, very good. Now to watch the cutscene. Oh, there's a weird graphical error on the screen. Huh, maybe that's because of the emulation. Phew, I've caught up to you at last. I was ordered to follow them. You must be Claude. Mayfair. I want to point this out. I didn't notice this as a kid because I hadn't played the original game. Claude and Mayfair were in the same army. They fought like... We got Claude and Mayfair both quite early on. They fought a whole war together. You must be Claude seems like a very weird way to put this. You'd think it would be like, it's you, Claude, but... Did the writers just forget that there was this whole previous game that happened? But anyway, you must be Claude. Randolph must have sent you. Is the group in Portobello okay? Don't worry, by now they're on their way to Ione. How? There was only one boat. Let's also head for Ione. I'll accompany you, but we can't control the boat. Did defeating the enemies give us control of the boat? But anyway, Claude has joined our party. He is an excellent character. I am very excited that he's here. I think the next battle we fight with these guys is on a big field with lots of, like, bottomless pits in it, so he's quite handy. Fortunately, we're headed in the right direction. It's almost like Ione is luring us in. We'll land at the port of Demi. Then we'll head for Algum Fort. I'm glad you just decided all that by yourself, Claude. Don't run that by the rest of us or anything. Okay, but let's check out our current newly joined member, Claude. He's not really a new friend. He's an old friend we're seeing again. Oh yeah, and Bird Battler is a promoted class, right? Yeah, so he's actually already promoted, so I guess this is about the time for us to start thinking about level grinding. Let's see what he says. Hidden away. This is my way to fight, because he can fly. He has a weapon, like a promoted character weapon, the broadsword, so his attack is super high. His defense is fine. His agility is decent. He's not our highest agility character, but he's solid. So, and he has good movement rate. So yeah, he is great. I'm very excited. Oh, and we have a shop. Well, since this video is super short right now, let's do some shopping. Welcome to our store. Everything's a top quality. Feel free to browse. I think we do like all of this group's chapters, and then we go and do all of Natasha's group. It doesn't like go back and forth, if I remember right. As you can see, some of these weapons we already have, like the battle axe, because we found it. Some of them we don't. Let's see which ones we can actually wield. We can use some, even non-promoted. Can we use this? No, this is a promoted only weapon. We'll have to just go through and check. I wish this had like a more modern UI where you could like look at the list of characters alongside the weapons and not have to do this individually. This is also promoted only. We already have this. Or did we have the power axe? Oh no, this is the one Jaha already has. Okay. It's funny how there's like a mix of weapons that you can't use until promotion, but then there's a couple that you can. Our friend who uses the battle glove isn't here. I guess we might as well get the power stick for... Slade already has the power stick and I just forgot to equip it. Whatever. May can have one. She still has like no attack, but... Oh, I think the flail is promoted only. Oh no, it's not. Well now I'm mad at myself for buying the power stick because I could have just given that to her and bought this. But oh well. And the salt shell can Chester actually... Chester cannot use that until promotion. Okay, so let's also sell some stuff just so our inventories aren't quite as cluttered. Because we have limited space is the thing. We only have 4 slots each. We gotta be very travel light here. I was trying to think of the word for that and I was not successful. I was gonna say thrifty, but that's not the word I'm looking for. It's like we have to travel light. We have to be efficient in our packing. Space efficient. Get rid of the steel arrow. Because the worst thing is to come upon a treasure chest and have no free space for the item inside. Good. Oh, let's check if he has any deals. I think deals are only if you like sell unique stuff like the rings, but who knows? Yeah, he doesn't have any deals. Well, let's watch the cutscene at the start of the next battle, I guess. And yeah, because maybe I'll level grind here, maybe. You know, we'll see whether it's a battle that's suitable for it, and that way we'll have watched the cutscene so I can level grind with impunity. Yeah, this is the field full of holes. Claude is very useful. Beyond this field lies Algam Fault. Be careful, the ground here seems unstable. Earthquake prone, I guess? Yeah, this area is volcanic with many fault lines. Proceed with caution. Hey, Cypress! That's such a funny way to greet us. Yes, you. Did you think you've approached unnoticed? I didn't actually, because we came here on a boat controlled by magic that was presumably a trap. I sort of figured you'd be waiting. Idiots, we see your every move. Now prepare to die. Okay, so let's take a little peek at the map. As you can see, it's another of these ginormous outdoor maps, and this one is complicated by the fact that due to the holes in the ground, we kind of have to wind our way around. So it's enormous, and we have to spend more time on it, just walking from one side to the other. If I remember right, we have a lot of new enemies here. We've got a bow rider, we have another arch knight like we had in the boss in the last one, we've got this lizard man, oh, more evil pixies. Our, I think, boss this level is the sorcerer who has freeze too. Bishop. Ah, yes, and we have these guys. I was gonna say, where are the worm? I think more of the worms appear during the fight, but we have a lot of higher level enemies, so maybe this will be a place to do some level grinding and see how far we kind of get with it. Because if I leave it too late, I want us to be promoted before Chapter 4, and I don't remember how many chapters each group gets, but it's probably gonna be like, what, 2 each? So now's the time. So yeah, that's probably what I'll do. Is just try to get everyone as close as we can to 20. Maybe time consuming. Slade, at least we can keep healing, but the rest of them, it'll depend on how much XP we get, I guess. But you know, we'll do as much as we can now, and try to at least get our magic use as high as we can. So hopefully in the next video, we'll start here again, and everyone will be higher level and maybe promoted. We'll see how. I'll see whether that's possible or not. We may reach a point where these enemies can't give us enough to get us up to 20, but we'll get higher anyway. Yeah, so thank you for watching, hypothetical viewers. In Shining Force tradition, we fought a battle on a boat. And the boat, the imprecatory boat, took us to the hell. That's a Pokemon Via Crystal joke. But yeah, the boat has taken us right into Ion's hands, but that's fine because we had to fight our way through them to rescue Nick from Algam Fort anyway. And we have new friend Claude. So look forward to the next video where hopefully everyone will be much higher level here in Shining Force Sword of Hajya.